く赤く揺れて夢の果て出会ってしまった運命が回り出す誰も知らない秘密落ちてもう戻れない罪を刻んでも
Holy crap. My Kira, you have changed mains again. You went back to the class that you started with in the first place. You have went through every single thing you have done, put yourself through complete hell of decision making for absolutely nothing. You are an idiot and you should hang yourself off the highest bridge you can find in America or even Japan. Love yourself. Gamers and gamettes, what's going on? Mike Kira127 here, and you guys are probably looking like, "Ay, dude, what the hell?" Especially if you've been watching my vlogs since I started them. You're probably just like, "Alright, this guy, there's something wrong with him." But you know, I don't feel bad, because I was actually talking to one of my friends this morning, and this guy said on his current MMO, and he's a good friend of mine, he was like, it took him a year and a half to figure out what he wanted to be for his main class. And they had a lower class selection than we had. I've been doing this class flip-flopping thing for about 3 or 4 months. So I'm just like, alright. So there's people worse than me out there. But you know what? Screw it. Who cares? I'll explain to you guys my logic in a minute, because I actually have a few things I want to talk about, some channel changes, you know, some stuff I'm going to change and do, especially regarding Final Fantasy XIV. Let's go find a big boy chair, have a seat, and we can chat it on up. Matter of fact, no, screw that. We're gonna go ride around. We're gonna go do some stuff today. I'm gonna give you guys some scenery or some shit, something, you know, interesting for you to look at. Hell, I might even take the heads up display off, you know, just so the video looks pretty. Let's see, where the fuck can we go? You know, let's go to Idleshire. You know, a lot of you people are probably, you know, towards endgame right now. I mean, I've got more people than ever schooling me on my Dark Knight videos, and I uploaded those 3 or 4 weeks ago. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you are at endgame by now with Heaven's Ward or somewhat close, you know, to be giving me all the tips and everything y'all are giving me. Like, holy crap, man! Like, I've actually learned a lot from you guys, and thank you so much. Like, even the people, you know, that hate and, you know, just dislike my content, period. Like, you put advice in your comments, you know, even though it's a little harsh, and I thank you. I thank you so much for that. But anyway, guys, here's why I went back to Ninja. Trust me, the end of the class searching thing is done. With Dark Knight, I've just about had it. I'm just actually, you know, become really annoyed with that class. And no, it's not because, you know, they hate on the videos and stuff like that. So please don't think that. I'll explain all my logic with that in a minute. And there's actually no reason I quit Machinist in that same, you know, thing. And, you know, there's no pressure with Machinist. Machinist is a DPS. Machinist is a bard with a pet with a very strange rotation. But let's fly around the Mana Cutter. Take the HUD off. You know, just enjoy the freaking view. But yeah, guys, the thing with Dark Knight was, and I'll be straight up, I'll be straight up honest. I don't like, you know, the whole dark side, dark arts thing. The fact that, you know, the class is you know, MP dependent, especially for holding hate, and then, you know, they want you to drain tons of MP, you know, just for 15% extra damage as a tank, quote unquote tank, is a is a big turn off. It makes the class very frustrating to play, and I've ran out of MP multiple times. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the greatest at managing it. I'm a first time tank. It's very frustrating, very irritating. Like, you know, Paladin's MP dependent. I've never had these problems with Paladin. Warrior's TP dependent. I've never even had these issues playing Warrior. But Dark Knight is just a whole nother ballgame. And to my opinion, Dark Knight is for the more complex skilled player, and I'll just be straight up honest, that's not me. Like, period. So I don't like, and I don't agree with the way it's played. And personally, I don't care too much for tanking anyway. I like having the simple DPS life. I like the complicated mechanics that come in boss fights at times with DPS. In my opinion, DPS is a challenge as well. It's nowhere near as challenge of tanking or healing. I ain't gonna lie about that, but DPS has its own distinct role, and as MMOs get more complex, you'll see that some people steer more towards tanking and healing than they do DPSs because the mechanics get so crazy. Hey Alexander, how you doing, buddy? I'm gonna get in there and kick your ass, trust me. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, that's you'll notice that some people start to steer away from DPS. I've seen a lot of people say they prefer to be tanks because they prefer just holding the boss in the corner rather than memorizing a billion one things to stand on, freaking going around kissing King Tut's toes and then summoning the awoken cat from the pillars of heaven and stuff like that, just to kill a boss fight. And I completely understand that because DPS mechanics and certain bosses can be crazy. Like, have y'all ever played Turn 9? If you want a prime example of that shit, oh my god, that fight, first time I ever did Turn 9, that fight just made me want to cry. I was like, yo, is this even possible? Can the human mind even process everything we gotta do? I mean, it's not that bad, people probably listen to me like that. It's like, geez, Turn 9 isn't that hard. You're just stupid, bro, or something like that. But, no, that's not the case. Turn 9 isn't that hard. But it's challenging. It's a crap load of mechanics to memorize, and, it's a lot. And, a lot of these fights are like that. But, anyway, let's get into the Machinist. So Machinist was cool. I liked Machinist. Even with that gunblade, it did have one somewhat melee move to like push enemies back and stuff. I think you jammed your barrel of your gun into an enemy and like shot it or something like that. It just pushed the enemies back. I thought it was cool, to have the gunblade and I could actually poke it like a gunblade over here and there. But let me tell y'all what turned me off with Machinist, and this is probably what turns a lot of people off with Machinist. I think it even makes a lot of bards mad too, because bards have to deal with this problem now as well. And if that's the case, if you guys have played either of these classes, you know what I'm talking about. Casting times. Yeah, there's casting times on ranged DPS now. Machinist gets a move called Gauss Barrel, which the world wants you to have on 24/7 because of 30% DPS increase, which I completely understand. Of course, the more DPS, the better things go. You need it to pass DPS checks, obviously. But that just ruined the class for me. I wanted to be, a gunblade, badass wielding, shooter kind of squall deal. If I wanted to be VV, I'd go play a black mage, like, period. So once that happened, and then after just looking around, I was just like, I want my blade. I want to use my blade in combat. So I was back to that square one again. I wanted Dark Knight, but I just, like I said, I'm not good at it. And I don't plan on practicing, to learn that style of play either. I don't agree with it. So my whole thing with that was, what was I saying? I'm sorry, I'm getting completely lost in thought. My whole thing with that was, I just wanted my blade or whatever. I had just seen the Alexander trailer, and I just paid attention to it. I was like, I never saw what the weapons we were going to get from Alexander were. I saw the gear, but let me see if they had the weapons there. I look at the weapons, and sure enough, Ninja finally got the wish that I had been asking for since 2.4. And it finally got, long swords to use. Something that, made me feel like I was using, something longer than a butter knife in the Final Fantasy game. And I was just like, yay, my swords are finally here and I can be a DPS. The only thing that makes me mad is, right, I went through Paladin, I went through Bard, I did all that crap just to come back to Ninja when, in all reality, I could have just stuck with Ninja the whole time. I could have been working on my Zeta or something. you know, something like that. And, you know, I'm not gonna lie, it bugs me, but I think maybe, you know, going through all that was a lesson, you know, I had to learn just to see what I really and naturally wanted to do, which, you know, which is okay. That's you know, that's fine. So it's all good though. I have a tank with me to Abyssal, of course, or Artful, to you know, help me do back-to-back dungeons, you know, get leveled up quick as possible. I do have a power leveling strategy that I use that surprisingly some people don't know. I'm really surprised a lot of people don't figure this out after being on this game so long, but some people just really don't realize it. I'm just not sure whether I want to upload it or not, because I don't want to risk, you know, that it being, you know, an illegal thing, and Square Enix like, you shouldn't be leveling like that, or, you know, patch the game or freaking delete my account or some crazy shit like that, because it doesn't seem illegal, but you know, fucking MMOs, you know, like I said, I'm a new MMO player. I don't know everything. Like, I don't buy Gil and shit, but I don't know how, you know, people would feel about this strategy. So, I mean, I'm sketchy about uploading it. But yeah, so that's that. That's why I'm back with Ninja. I'm just gonna raise this class, enjoy the game. Can't wait to take my happy ass into Alexander. I still do one expert daily a day for Dark Knight, just for the sake of law terms, you know, so I can, you know, be geared by the time I'm 60 and walk straight into Alexander. Now, another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about was my Final Fantasy XIV content changing. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I was tempted to just stop putting Final Fantasy XIV content on my channel for good. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, my Final Fantasy XIV content has got a lot of views, but most of these views are from outside viewers that are probably never gonna watch my channel again. Like my Dark Knight starter guide, it has 4,000 views. I have 156 subscribers or something like that. So those 4,000 views did not come from my 156 subscribers, obviously. I want to, you know, make stuff that's going to entertain you guys. Now, don't get me wrong, views are important. It's what makes you money on YouTube, yada, 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 yada. And I'm not going to give you guys the whole money ain't everything speech and blah, blah, blah. Because let's face it, motherfucker, this is America. Everybody needs money. I don't care if you're freaking PewDiePie. If you hand PewDiePie $1 million right now, he's not going to turn it down. Point blank period. So I'm not going to give you guys the whole, money ain't everything speech. You know, I'm a realist. You know, I'm a regular guy. I need freaking money too, but my goal for YouTube isn't just, you know, the income. Like, sure, do I want to, you know, make a living off of gaming? Of course, you know, that's the reason I go to school and all that stuff. But I also, you know, want to be a good game entertainer. You know, I want to work my way into the industry, and by doing that with YouTube, I need to build a fan base. You know, making random videos and getting 1 billion views off them, that's just going to get the paycheck. That's going to get that's, you know, that's a financial goal, but that's not going to get the goal as of gaming. That's not going to make my life happy. Like, you know, I would pick right now between 4,000 subscribers and a $4,000 paycheck, and I'll be straight honest with you. I would pick the 4,000 subscribers, because it would mean I have a fan base, I have a steady income with gaming, and I have something to do career-wise with video gaming, instead of getting a one-shot $4,000 paycheck that I made, you know, uploading a bunch of random videos. You guys get what I'm saying? So I want to adjust my 14 content a bit, and the reason for that is because I don't think, you know, my guides are exactly smiled upon. Now, I'm not gonna lie, my 101 starter guide wasn't too bad, because, you know, Dark Knight just got here. No one knew exactly how to use the class, so, you know, I gave people a foot forward, and a lot of people figured it out from there. Of course, you know, after wiki guides and everything coming out, everyone's coming back to the guide and be like, oh shit, you're wrong, you're dumb now, blah. I don't care about any of that. You know, it's just, you know, it was something to get everybody started. You know, if, you know, you start a new class and you're lost, somebody telling you what the few moves on there says, you know, helps. You know, it's that was the point of that guide. It wasn't, you know, no expert kind of rotation thing or nothing like that. Yeah, I'm a pro MMO player and teach you how to be a Dark Knight. Trust me, I am far from that. But yeah, so I want to think of, you know, good 14 content. You know, maybe, you know, I would start uploading, you know, some of my dungeon runs, some impressive speed runs that my FC does. You know, Twitch stream highlights, you know, something. But I'm going to stick with the 14 content because obviously you guys like the 14 content. And I'm going to bring more Souls content in as well. As of Call of Duty, I don't have too much to really upload right now besides the fact that, you know, I need to do more of my big tactical series. But with that being said as well, the Black Ops 3 beta does come out next month, so I'll be giving you guys a ton of footage on that. Like that. The whole time that beta is here, I probably won't upload anything Final Fantasy related at all, honestly, because I'll just be so busy covering that beta, you know, trying to, you know, determine, you know, if it's a good game, you know, should you guys want it, because, you know, that's really a big deal, because, you know, Treyarch taking the futuristic formula, and they're the ones that started it, and you know, pushing it a little bit, but not as high to the bounds of Advanced Warfare. I mean, don't get me wrong, Treyarch's technology is beyond Advanced Warfare's technology. Instead of just, you know, wearing a Superman jetpack on your back, you now have the Superman implants built into your body. The only thing is there's no exo suit jumping and all that crap. The only thing I'm hoping is it plays like classic Call of Duty. If it does, I'm going to stand in line at midnight. I'm going to get my copy. I'm going to be, you know, covering the game for you guys on a regular basis. But, you know, if it's an Advanced Warfare clone, I'm not going to lie, I probably won't buy it. Like, I love Advanced Warfare, don't get me wrong, but this exosuit thing is just, I don't know. I don't care for it too much. It's, you know, and the thing is, honestly, and Artful's brought this point out a lot to me, it, you know, it takes away the tactical feel of, you know, a first-person shooter. It takes away teamwork. It takes out strategics. You know, whoever's, you know, best at ducking and dodging in Advanced Warfare wins the game now. And that's just, that's stupid. Like, don't get me wrong. It's probably good for esports because, you know, it makes Call of Duty look more like a game of basketball than it does a first-person shooter, which is, you know, probably great for esports. But, you know, it's just, it's not the same. And I've been watching, you know, old videos on like freaking Call of Duty 4, Black Ops 1, and I'm just like, that's when Call of Duty was, you know, a great shooter. And, you know, Black Ops 2 shined a little bit of hope on that for us. Just a little bit, you know, you're not dancing around. Yeah, you can run on walls, granted, whatever. But you still got to, you know, earn your way around the map like you did in Classic COD, you know. Getting around the map, getting to that vantage point you want is going to take you and your teammates working together, taking cover, taking enemies out tactically, and, you know, working your way over there. And that's the thing I respect about Black Ops 2. Every single professional YouTuber, even the ones that couldn't stand Advanced Warfare, said Black Ops 2 feels like... Black Ops 3, sorry. Why did I say Black Ops 2? Feels like classic COD. And, you know, that's what I'm looking forward to. But like I said, all else fails... play Battlefront. That's the plan. I will be having more Souls content coming up for you guys soon. As you can see, I started a series called Dark Souls Despair. It's basically just a series based on all my shittiest moments in Dark Souls, Scholar of the First Sin, while I play it, and especially, you know, since it's new things I've never seen before because I've never played the Scholar of the First Sin update. So, you know, I'm going to have all sorts of surprises, even as, you know, a Souls veteran who's, you know, platinum and played Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, you know, played through Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne, you know, it's still, you know, an open, surprising game, and I love it. I recommend it to anybody who, you know, who played the original Dark Souls 2. Scholar of the First Sin is worth it for the graphical difference alone, and I'll be honest with you. Like, if you played, you know, Dark Souls 2 on PC, then, you know, don't buy Scholar of the First Sin. Just get your update and DLCs, obviously. But if you only played it on a last gen console, like a PS3 or 360, oh hell yeah, upgrade, dude. Just freaking, yeah, you can't transfer your current character data or whatever, but do it. It's worth it for the graphics alone. The game changes. Trust me, you will not be bored. So much shit has changed. It's unreal. New NPCs, new stuff to do, and not to mention 3 expansions to go through that are going to be changed as well. But, you know, it's just a lot in there. I think it's worth it to any Souls fan, personally. Anyone who likes a Dark Souls game in some way, shape, or form, play Scholar of the First Sin. Yeah, but that's about it, guys. If you guys have any ideas for Final Fantasy 14 content you'd like to see on my channel, feel free to comment below. Like I said, I'm open to tips and stuff like that. I'm a new MMO player, new YouTuber, you know, still learning a lot. So, you know, any tips, advice, anything, whether it's given, you know, in a harsh manner or a nice manner, fully appreciate it. I enjoy it all. You know, I like I like getting the feedback. I like being able to interact with you guys. Period. Thank you so much. All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. It's your boy Mike Hero 127. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace, guys.